All right, we're back. Poland are already into the United Cup. And the United Cup quarterfinals. But Swiatek is playing for some confidence, I think. I wouldn't say she's playing for form because she won her first match, but she didn't win it in the way that we expect Swiatek to win matches. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. This will be an interesting matchup against Lamens, who she did struggle with not that long ago. Let me have a look. What was the head-to-head last time they played? So they've only played once, and it was a 3-setter at Arthur Ashe Stadium in the US Open. And, Swiatek won 6-4 in the third, but it was a 3-setter. So that is interesting. I think they've only played once, right? Yeah. So, yeah, last time they played, only time they played, it was a tough match for Swiatek. So let's see. Meanwhile, Sabalenka looks good. Well, look, Coco won her first round very, very easily, and then the second match was really tough. So Sabalenka looks good for now. Like tomorrow when she plays Kostya, if it's a 3-setter, then we can say that nobody's playing well. I mean, Raducanu looked good yesterday too, and Anisimova plays today. Andreeva, like there's still players we haven't seen yet, but yeah, it doesn't like we got by the end of this week, when we got more of a sample size, we can then go, okay, this person's playing the best. So yeah. But let's see. Let's see if Swiatek can rebound after a surprising match against Lise, who's never had a problem with before. Lise played great, by the way. Give her some credit, but this lady has troubled her before. All right. No double schedule for Eala Jovic. Did they pull out? Yeah, I don't know. I saw that as well. They might play tomorrow. I don't know why they're not. They were supposed to be playing today. In the doubles, but maybe they withdrew. They're scheduled to play. I mean, sorry, they're playing. I'm just trying to think. They could play tomorrow, though, because Auckland finishes on Sunday. So they might play tomorrow. Because, tomorrow morning. So, because tomorrow quarterfinals, semifinals on Friday or Saturday, Sunday final. So, they got plenty of days up their sleeve. The doubles draw is pretty quick. Yeah, they'll play tomorrow. So, yeah, but they were supposed to play today. And curious how Noskova does as well. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Team Poland will be playing Australia. Oh, let me have a look at the schedule. So, okay, so the winner of Group D versus the winner of Group F on Friday afternoon. So, so yeah, this tournament gets really weird. So today we've got two quarterfinals in Perth, and then obviously this match. And then tomorrow, the United Cup has one match between Czechia and Belgium. Friday, it's got one match between Australia and Poland. And then on Saturday, two semifinals, and then the final on Sunday. That's what happens when you play, halfway across the country. Not even halfway. The other side of the country, and you got to come over to the east side after being on the west. So it's really awkward. This tournament could be. Why are we? Come on. We need the United Cup to be a little less. This is a little too complicated. Come on. Come on. Perth 250. They get a 250 event. Bring it to Sydney. Stay in Sydney. Everybody plays in Sydney. Better crowd. Like the crowds are bigger, and also make the tournament a little smaller, so we don't have to, have a travel day. Because today we've got 3 matches, and then tomorrow we've got 1. We can make this tournament a little less complicated. It's overcomplicated. Why do we make it like this? I don't know. Who does it benefit? I don't know. Perth get tennis. That's what it benefits. But Perth can get a tournament. Give them a 250 event. Give them a 250. And then make the United Cup a Sydney event. Also, there's more people in Sydney that would go to the tennis. The whole 2 different cities thing is on opposite sides is a mess. I agree. There used to be 4 different things, right? 3 different cities. It used to be Brisbane as well, right? All right. All right, here we go. Swiatek playing for confidence. Playing for some confidence. That is what she is playing for. All right, here we go. Let's see if Swiatek can get it sorted. All right. As we're backing out from Swiatek, first point into the forehand of Lamens. Forehand Swiatek. Lamens. Oh no, Swiatek get it out. Love 15. Love 15. Swiatek with a good serve, 15-0. Swiatek with another good serve, 30-15. And Swiatek serves again. Forehand cross-court winner by Swiatek, 4-15. All right. 40. 40-15. Is Mirra on vacation? No, she's just sitting on the ground at my feet because it's cold. It's cold there. It's a hot day today, so she's just trying to... She's just staying low. 40-15. As the return goes out by Lamens. 1-love Swiatek with the lead to start us off. All right. Can Sakkari beat Coco? Maybe. Maybe. She's played well so far. It's the third time she's playing a US Open champion too, which is interesting. She played, she's beaten Osaka, Raducanu, and now she's taken on Coco. Can she play Swiatek next, or is that not possible? Is it? Let me check. Yes, it could be. Hey, can you imagine? Okay, what about this? Sakkari beats Osaka, Raducanu, Gauff, Swiatek, and then Krejcikova in the final. What a week that would be for Maria Sakkari. Beating 5 Grand Slam champions in a row to start the year. That would be intense. All right, Lamens with a fault second serve. All right, 15-love. Gauff Sakkari's 50-50. I mean, after the last match Coco played, yeah. 1 second, chat. All right. 1 second, chat. I'll be back in a sec. All right, sorry about that. All right, pardon me. 1-1. I feel like I get way more... the stream gets interruptions way more when I'm streaming during the day. This doesn't happen at 3 a.m. because parcels don't get delivered. Okay, 1-0. The men's holds. Oh, yeah, Sabalenka's playing doubles today as well. 15-love. As we just serve into the backhand of Lamens. Backhand now from Swiatek. Goes long. No, it goes in. 30-love. And Chad, I've said this before and I'll say it until it becomes untrue, if it ever becomes untrue. Which I don't think it will. Swiatek is this generation's greatest player. She is the greatest player of this generation. She's the greatest player of the 2020s. She is her. All right? And I will keep saying it until somebody else overtakes her and proves me wrong. But she is the best player in this decade, of this generation. 40 love. Bold? It's not a bold claim, it's just truth. Look at the stats. It's just a statistical fact. And she's won Wimbledon, which was incredible. 40 love. She wins the Australian Open, she's got all the slams. I mean, come on. What does Iga Swiatek have to do before we can start saying that she is the best player of the generation? Like, I don't get it. Does she have to win every slam? And then we're like, oh, and then people can, like, wake up? Like, what are we doing? She is the best. Wait, I thought you said Swiatek. I did. What do you think I said? Yeah, I'm saying Swiatek is the greatest player of this generation. Of the 2020s. Anyway, Swiatek 2-1. She's the best player. 6 slams, and everyone knows the facts. Best player since Serena. Most successful player as well since Serena. Osaka was going to be that. The successor to Serena. You could see with the 4 slams, but she just hasn't done enough. That's right, LA. Sabalenka, by the way, Sabalenka could have been, had she have converted those Grand Slam finals into wins, we could have been having that conversation about, Sabalenka, Swiatek, who's the best. But because Sabalenka hasn't won as many slams and she hasn't converted those slams, right now it's Swiatek. Now, Sabalenka could win the Australian Open and we can have a conversation. But as of right now, Swiatek is the best player of this generation, of this decade. 6-0 in Grand Slam finals, yeah. Sabalenka could have had like 8 slams by now, and we could have been saying Sabalenka is the best player of this generation, without even, without a doubt. But she hasn't got the slams. I'll tell you though, Swiatek Sabalenka is such a this is what the ATP have, but they don't have like Gauff, and they don't have like Anisimova, Raducanu, Andreeva, all these younger players coming through too, right? The ATP have Sinner and Alcaraz. The WTA have Sabalenka, Swiatek as the main 2, but there's also other players involved. But like I think and people are going to get angry. And I'm not going to say that. I'm going to ask this as a question. Swiatek's slams, are they more valuable than Alcaraz's slams? And when I say valuable, I mean her winning 6 is harder than Alcaraz winning his. Has he won? He's won 6, right? Yeah, I've got 6. Yeah, I've got 6. His 6, maybe not, because he beat Djokovic he beat Djokovic in his first 2 slams. Very hard. The French Open was hard, so maybe not. But I'm just asking. I don't know the answer. I'm just asking a question. You can't hear me? All right. Love 15. I don't think Swiatek's had an easy slam. Maybe one of the French Opens was like easy, but I feel like at least 5 of the 6, she's worked. Like it's been like she's worked for it. Like they haven't come easy. Alcaraz has beat Sinner though, so he's worked for those 2. I don't know. Again, I'm asking as a question. backhand rally. As that goes to net by Lamens. Love 30. No, I'm not saying the final being hard. I'm saying the road to the title. You can't just look at the final and be like, well, Swiatek won Love and Love in Wimbledon. That was easy. Yeah, but what about all the matches leading up to that? It wasn't just like converting the final. I'm talking about the road to the title, from the first match to the final match. Without doing any research, I don't know. All right, 15:30. By the way, it doesn't really matter because Swiatek and Alcaraz are never going to play each other for a Grand Slam, so it's fine. What do you mean by easier? Like, the competition is harder overall, has been harder overall for Swiatek. So like second, third, fourth rounds, and I don't know if like what her, if I gotta break this down way more, and I don't have time for it right now. But like her Grand Slam, like she is more likely to lose in a second or third round because of playing someone who's 20 in the world or 40 in the world than Alcaraz is. And I know Alcaraz has had tough second rounds, tough third rounds, but it just feels like Alcaraz is so much better than most of the players. But Swiatek, she is better than most of the players, but also the competition level between 2 and 50 is a lot closer on the WTA, which would make it more difficult to win. Does that make sense? Whereas Alcaraz is probably not going to lose to anyone outside the top 20 unless something crazy happened. Like Van der Zandschulp at the US Open. So that's why I'm saying maybe, again, I'm not convinced, as that goes out by Lamens 3-1. That's why I'm like talking it out. I don't know. Maybe they're both, maybe it's equal. 6-all, maybe it's equal. By the way, I'm not saying that Alcaraz is not the best player of this generation, because he is. Swiatek's the best of the WTA. All right. All right. But again, I am going to, until somebody overtakes Swiatek, I'm going to keep telling you all, even though I'm just talking to like mostly Polish fans anyway, because you know this, that Swiatek is the best of this decade. Sabalenka's number one, but and she might be the most consistent, but Swiatek is the best. Because at the end of the day, we're not going to remember who made the final of the slams. We're going to remember who won the slams. Right? We're going to remember, who has the most slams at the end of it. That's the first thing we're going to look at. Okay, who was the best player in the 2020s? Well, Swiatek won 6 so far. Who won the next most? Oh, okay, Sabalenka won 4. 6 is more than 4. Swiatek must have been better. Yes, we always look at the slams first, right? That's always the number we go to when we talk about who's the greatest of certain parts of time, right? I mean, the greatest of all time, we talk about, who has the most slams. That's the first thing we say, right? That's the first thing we go to. We say, who had more slams? And then we break it down if it's close. In a month's time, we could have a different conversation. Sabalenka wins the Australian Open. We could start be going, okay, now there's a fight for the best because Sabalenka's got 5, Swiatek's got 6. Now we have a battle. Not to mention Coco, who's got 2. I don't think she's really tapped into her winning potential yet. She's won a couple of slams, but she's going to win more than that. All right, 15-all. But as of right now, January 7th or 6th, 2026, Iga Swiatek is the best player of this generation. She's 1 slam away from completing the set. She could do that. In a month's time, we could be talking about Swiatek winning a career slam. And having 7 slams, which I think equals her with Justine Henin, right? One of the greatest one-handed backhands of all time, if not the greatest one-handed backhand of all time. All right, 15:30. And there's only a few players that have won a career Grand Slam on the women's side in the Open era. Swiatek puts away the forehand, and it's 30-all. All right. Swiatek with the forehand. Goes into the forehand of Lamens. To the backhand of Swiatek. Lamens with the forehand again. Swiatek with the forehand across the court. Lamens gets with the forehand down the line. Swiatek backhand. Lamens Forehand again. It's Swiatek backhand on the stretch. Lamens goes down the line with the backhand. Swiatek with a slice. Goes into the forehand of Lamens. Swiatek gets with the forehand down the line. Lamens backhand cross-court. Swiatek just hanging on into this rally. As we got a backhand-to-backhand rally now. Swiatek again with the backhand. Now Lamens in trouble. Backhand to Swiatek again. Lamens gets it back. Swiatek down the line. Lamens goes to the forehand again. Swiatek backhand again. As Lamens goes cross-court for a winner. That is a beautiful rally by both players. They were hitting hard. 30-40. They were both hitting the ball very, very aggressive. All right, 30-40. All right, Swiatek trying to survive this the break point as we get a backhand. Swiatek down the line, goes long. All right, Lamens breaks back. 3-2, we're back on serve. So having a look at players that have won the career Grand Slam, and again, I know we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but Swiatek's one away, right? She can win. And we'll talk about this more at the French Open when Sabalenka plays. Because Sabalenka's not even close. Don't even worry about it. Swiatek's the next in line to win the career Slam. So Serena's done it, obviously. Sharapova's done it recently. She's the most recent player to do it. The most recent player to do it, because Serena's done it 3 times, but she did it first before that. So she's the newest player to do it, I guess you could say. Steffi did it. Martina and Chris Evert. Billie Jean King, Margaret Court back in the day did it in like the late 60s. In the early days of the Open era, and then you had Connolly, Hart, and Irvine back in the 50s all completed the career Slam. So 10 players. Is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 9, 10. So 10 players have done it in history. And tennis has been gone for a long time. And only 7 players in the Open era. 5 if you don't want to count, because Margaret Court didn't win all her slams in the Open era. She won her 3rd career Slam. She won the first one in Australia, 62, 69, 70, and 69 again. So she didn't really do it in the Open era. And Billie Jean King didn't do it in the Open era either. She won her slams before the Open era and after, so it was like split. So again, if you want to nitpick the players that only won in the Open era, their full set of slams, 5 players. 5 players on that list. And Swiatek is 1 tournament away from joining them. Navratilova. Did I miss Martina? Sorry, Martina. Martina's on that list. Sorry, Martina, Maria, Steffi, Serena, and Chrissy. All right, love 15. As Lamens serves again. But yeah, it's an exclusive club. And it hasn't been done since Sharapova. So it's been a while. It would kind of be awesome if Swiatek and Alcaraz won the Australian Open and they both did it. That would be impressive. And then they both got to 7 slams. All right, 15-0. Serve again from Lamens. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Forehand now from Lamens. Swiatek forehand goes down the line. Lamens backhand. Into the back of Swiatek. Swiatek gets wide. And it's 30-15. Oh, 30-15. Okay. The backhand now from Lamens. The backhand Swiatek. Lamens backhand again. Swiatek goes down the line. Lamens with a forehand slice. Swiatek backhand cross court. Goes long. And it's 3-all. 3-all. All right. Three all. Can Tsitsipas beat Fritz? Maybe. 3-all. By the way, thank you, Lynn, for the 40 months. Sorry I didn't get to that. I've been looking at all over the place. But yeah, thank you, Lynn, for the 40 months. Hopefully you're still here. All right, 15 love. As a return goes into the backhand of Swiatek. Forehand from Lamens. The backhand Swiatek is Lamens forehand into the forehand Swiatek. Cross court the forehand Lamens. Swiatek forehand. Lamens puts up a lob. But the lob goes wide. And it's 30 love. Hey, Gregs, thank you for the 46 months. Mate, you were so close to 4 years. Holy moly. All right, forehand down the line. Lamens slice goes wide, and it's 40 love. As we had a fault from Swiatek, second serve. Can't wait to see Alcaraz's new serve when he plays his first match of the Australian Open. It will be super helpful against Sinner. Carlos ain't playing around. Hey, look, let's see how it goes. As Swiatek gets a backhand winner, 4-3. All right. 4-3. Swiatek leads. All right. All right. Swiatek needs to break Lamens at 5-4 so she doesn't have to hold after. Okay. Is the cricket on your way? Is the cricket on your way, please? The cricket's on. It's lunch on day 4. God, it's already 37 outside. Ugh. All right. So Pegula's beating Kalinskaya at the moment. Oh, Mickelson won the first set against Tien. Interesting. And also, Fernandez is losing to Yastrzemska right now. Coco's about to start against Zachary. Fritz Tsitsipas is later. Medvedev, Tiafoe. Which one out of those two would you rather watch, chat? Medvedev, Tiafoe, or Fritz Tsitsipas? I feel like Fritz Tsitsipas might be a little more important. Personally, I think that's more important. Because Fritz is. I mean, Medvedev's a contender too. Him and Fritz probably have the same chance, but I don't know. Tiafoe, Tsitsipas are sort of in the same position too, right? Where they're like trying to regain some form. I don't know. Medi all day, Fritz, Medi. I don't know. By the way, I don't even know when Medvedev plays. Does he play after Pegula or does he play later? Because he might be playing during this match and we can't watch him then. Oh yeah, I think he might play during this match, so we might not be able to watch. We might be able to watch both, to be honest. Because Coco plays now. Yeah. I mean, the correct answer was actually Coco versus Zachary, but we can't watch that, so. Like, that was the correct answer. But. 30 all, by the way. Swiatek looking for that break. 30 all. True, yeah. All right, 30 all. Swiatek trying to get the break. And then serve for the set here. $30 all. So yeah, Pegula doing well against Kalinskaya. I mean, Kalinskaya is no joke. She's just not been on the court long enough. She's been a little bit injured lately, but yeah, that is a tough. That could be a tough matchup. It could have been a tough matchup. 30-40, Swiatek with a break point. Swiatek, break point. And she does break! Swiatek breaks. As my internet shit itself, and we're back. All right. Swiatek breaks. Lamens with the backhand in the net, and that caused the break. Swiatek takes it. And 5-3, she's going to serve the set. All right. 5-3. And 15 love as Swiatek serving for the first set. Yeah, so Coco and Gauff are playing in like. They're playing Coco and Gauff. Okay, good one. Coco and Zachary are playing in like 10 minutes, but we'll have to wait and see what Swiatek. If Swiatek can win this match, we might jump over to Coco after this. I really want to watch Coco Zachary. I feel like that's a fascinating matchup. Feels important. All right, Swiatek serves. Into the backhand of Lamens. Swiatek with a forehand. Lamens gets it with a slice. And it goes out. 30 love. 30 love. $30 love. Swiatek serves again. First serve is a fault, second serve. I mean, if Gauff loses to Sakkari, that is a huge result for, not just for Sakkari, but for Gauff, because I think a lot of us would, maybe before this week, consider her a contender at the Australian Open. But if she loses to Sakkari as well, as Swiatek hits in the net 30-15, if she loses to Sakkari as well, that puts, what does that mean for Coco at the Australian Open? Like it throws her name. You know, we're not even considering her at the Australian Open to win now, which would be silly because she, obviously could play well next week. But yeah, be a very interesting. That's why it's an interesting match. It seems a very important matchup this early in the year, which we don't have many of those on the men's side yet. So, as it a backhand now to the forehand of Lamens, forehand now from Swiatek. Lamens backhand. Again to the forehand of Swiatek. Cross court the forehand of Lamens. Swiatek forehand again. Lamens again with the forehand. Slice. Swiatek goes in the ground. All right, Lamens. 30-all. Coco looked amazing during the United Cup last year and then was mid at the Australian Open. Well, there you go. Maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Coco's having a bad start to the year, so then she saves it all for the Grand Slam. All right, 30-all. Swiatek gets a set point. 40-30. To take the first set. Poland are already through. Hurkacz made that happen. Now this is just mainly for Swiatek's confidence more than anything. It's really got nothing to do with Poland's chances. They're still going to be in the quarterfinals anyway. This is all about Swiatek getting that form. As we get a point out from the men's on the stretch. Swiatek backhand cross court. The men's gets it. Into the backhand. Swiatek goes down the line to the forehand of the men's. Swiatek forehand again. The men's forehand again to the forehand of Swiatek as Lamens backhand. Into the backhand of Swiatek as Lamens goes down the line with the forehand winner. We get the deuce. Is Kyrgios playing the Australian Open? He is not at this stage. He hasn't received a wild card, so he's not playing at this stage. I don't even know if he's in the qualies. Like, is he in the qualies? I don't even know. Is he in the... Is he? Did he put him... I don't think he put his name in the quali draw either, so... I don't know. All right, advantage. Sorry, no advantage. Deuce. Now Swiatek serves again. Into the backhand of Lamens. Lamens hits it out. Advantage Swiatek. He's playing doubles with Tanasi, yeah, but in the Australian Open, but I don't know if he's playing singles. Advantage Swiatek. Serve again. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Is a great second serve. Lamens gets it back. Swiatek forehand cross court. Lamens sliced. Into the forehand Swiatek. Lamens with the backhand slice again. In comes Swiatek with the forehand, but she overhits it. Ugh. Now we get the deuce. Is Dimitrov playing the Australian Open? Yeah. All right. Swiatek making a shocking error, but she gets to advantage anyway. Second chance to take her spot, her first set, sorry. Raducanu should win the AO. I don't think anyone should win anything. Sinner and Alcaraz should win the AO. That's the only should. All right. Advantage Swiatek. Lamens game throws off Swiatek somehow. Yeah, she's got that, like, I wouldn't say Ostapenko power, but she's definitely got that, like, Ostapenko, like, it's almost like Eala. Like, that off, like, she hits shots. She's hitting shots sort of unexpectedly down the line when Swiatek's not ready for it. Like, it's just like the variety of it, you know? Is kind of messing with Swiatek's rhythm. She's a rhythm breaker. But she lost the first set anyway. Swiatek wins the first, 6-3. All right. First set in the bag for Swiatek. No Feast or Fonseca or Nole. No one, none of them. None of them are playing to start this week, which is even next week disappointing, right? Feast is out of the Australian Open, but Fonseca and Nole was supposed to play. I don't know if Fonzie's playing next week, but yeah. All right, first set in the bag for Iga. All right. Fonseca, we need you healthy. I know, right? He's playing next week though, so we'll get a little look at him next week. They don't have a roof here. Sorry, they don't have. Sorry, Sydney have the roof doesn't open. The roof is always closed in Sydney. It's got a permanent roof. It's basically indoors, but not technically outdoors. It has a shade over the top of it. All right. Swiatek first set goes her way. Six, 3. As Lamens hits the backhand wide, love 15. Am I watching the Ashes? A little bit, yeah. Sometimes. All right. Swiatek. Oh, she hit the net. That would have been a crazy pickup had she have got there. 15. Oh, Swiatek almost. I mean, I don't know how she would have won the point without a racket, but but a great shot from Lamens, or lucky shot from Lamens. Oh no, it was a great shot. Swiatek threw her racket and almost great pickup by Lamens. Drop volley winner. And Swiatek just throws the racket and then runs into the net and then hits the ball with her hand. All right, 15-0. Oh no, Yastrzemski's just serving the match against Fernandez. Oh. Serving to the forehand, Swiatek. As and it's 30-15. Lamens serves again. Into the forehand of Swiatek. Return is into the forehand of Lamens. Swiatek forehand again to the forehand of Lamens. As Swiatek forehand on the stretch. Puts up a lob. But it goes out. 40-15. All right. $40-15. By the way, Weapons Best Movie of 2025. Yeah, I heard that the One Battle After Another is getting a lot of love. I haven't seen it though. I'm waiting for it to come out so I can buy it or watch it. By the way, again, YouTube are having glitchy issues, so my internet's working, so I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah. 40-30. So yeah, sorry that's happening. I can't do anything about it though. Keeps pausing for some reason. Yeah, I think it's just a YouTube glitchy thing. All right, one love Lamens. Yeah, Poland's already playing Australia. But Swiatek needs some confidence after that first match she almost lost. So yeah, YouTube's been having issues for the last few days, which is a little annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, JSB, I know you keep telling me that it rewinds. I can't do anything about that. I'm not a YouTube support worker. You can call them and ask them what's up, and tell them I sent you because I don't know what's going on either. It's annoying. Gauff versus Sakari is getting underway. Yep, we'll keep an eye on that as well. All right, Swiatek serving. One love, Lamens. Kalinskaya has 5-1 up in the second. Wow. Okay. See, that's how good Kalinskaya can be. She's so dangerous. Good serve, Swiatek. 15 love. $15 love. Swiatek too good. 30 love. All right, 30 love. All right, 40 love Swiatek, and she holds 1-0. Any problems with Swiatek's game? Saw last match, which actually her opponent played well. Yeah, I don't think she's having problems today. I mean, she's looking a lot better than she did the other day, for sure. No, 1-0. No, Brent, that's fine. Don't do that. Did you all do anything for fun New Year's? I just chilled. Just had a pretty chilled one, to be honest. All right. 1-0. There's a bit of slash Swiatek into the forehand of Lamens. Lamens in the net. Love 15. Love 15. Your Shrimpster wins 1 and 2. That's crazy. Really excited for the AO? Yeah. I love 15. Needed time to reset. And I'm excited for this year. Love 30. January is always such a stressful start to the year, though, because it's we go from doing nothing to doing like there's so much to do in January with the Australian Open. It's just like so hectic. So once we get to February, I'll feel a little bit better. Like everything will be like we'll settle into a nice routine. 15:30. But yeah, it's always such a crazy start to the year. There's just so much going on, so much to do, you know. Just so much happening to start the year. Lunch is over on the cricket. Cool. All right, 15:30. Make that 30-40. My bad. 30-40. Swiatek with a break point to start this second set. Yeah, the draw ceremony's next week as well. So it's all happening. All right, 30-40. Breakpoint Swiatek. Lamens with a serve. Swiatek with a slice return. Lamens with a forehand. Swiatek gets it on the stretch. Lamens forehand cross court again. The forehand Swiatek. Lamens forehand again. Swiatek cross court again to the forehand of Lamens. Down the line of the back of Swiatek. Lamens gets broken. You already knew that because the scoreboard told you. All right. Pardon me. Swiatek breaks 2-1. Scoreboard beat me to it. All right, 2-1. Coco and Gauff are starting. Good. What about Zachary? Is she playing? All right. Okay. All right, 2-1. Swiatek breaks. Feel good to be back. Yeah, welcome back. Hang on 1 second, chat. Okay. 2-1. Swiatek serve. She's got set and break. Swiatek serves. By the way, Gauff's up 1 love already against Zachary. We might join the Coco match after this. I do want to watch. I want to at least watch it. So we might chuck it on after this. If Swiatek keeps winning, if Swiatek wins this match, then we can we might jump over to Coco's match. We might be a little late, but I think it would be fun to watch especially if it's going to be as good as we expect. If it goes the distance, it's be worth watching at least half of it. All right, 30 love. Swiatek backhand into the backhand of Lamens. Lob goes up. And Swiatek comes in and puts away the forehand. And it's 40 love. As Swiatek says a fault. Swiatek backhand to the front of Lamens. Lamens hits it out, and it's 3-1 Swiatek. She's 3 games away from regaining her confidence a little bit. All right. Slice from Lamens. Swiatek forehand cross-court winner. 15. And Swiatek is playing confidently today. All right. Lamens serves again. Fault. Second serve. Mickelson's up a double break in the second. Wow. So he's like demolishing TM. That's crazy. Mickelson gets no love. When we talk about next, he might be top 20. Why did I miss out on him? I should have put him in the top 20. Backhand down the line. Into the forehand of Lamens. Forehand now from Swiatek. Lamens with the backhand. Swiatek gets it back. As Lamens backhand again to the forehand of Swiatek. Into the forehand of Lamens. Swiatek with the forehand again, but it's wide. It's 15 all. Coco already breaks? All right. So there's no number 2 seed at the Brisbane for the ladies? No, Nisimova's number 2 seed. All right, Swiatek. 3-1 in the second set as Lamens serves a double fault. 15-30. As the return goes in the backhand of Lamens. Swiatek backhand down the line is just long. 30-0. Let's wrap this up. Now, if Swiatek can just keep doing this, keep playing this way, we'll be able to get to the Coco Zachary match very shortly. 30 all as we get a return now from Swiatek into the forehand of Lamens. Swiatek backhand slice. Lamens comes in. Forehand cross court. Swiatek with a slice. Lamens picks it up with a forehand but hits it in the net. Should have hit the volley on the full. We don't know why she let it bounce. 30-40. Break point Swiatek for the double break in this second set. All right, forehand from Lamens into the forehand of Swiatek. Lamens on the stretch. Gets it back to the forehand of Swiatek as Lamens forehand again. Swiatek goes down the line. Lamens is there with the backhand. Swiatek with the forehand on the stretch again. Goes off the tape, but it's in the net from Iga, and it's back to deuce. By the way, Special K is not the name we don't use this name. We don't use this name. You know the real name for Kyrgios Kokkinakis. It's not Special K. Special K is the name they have to say on TV because it's a little bit crude what their name actually is. It's the King and it's the Kokkinakis, all right? It's the Cockatoo. The King and the Cocker Spaniel, all right? It's the King and the Chicken, all right? The Eggplant. It's the Crown and the Eggplant. Kyrgios put it even on his... I think he put it on social media. Like, even he's like... By the way, chat, we had a shirt that was... It's somewhere around here. I've got to go find it. And by the way, thank you to... I think it was Elizabeth who got it signed by Kyrgios. He saw the shirt and he signed it and laughed and had a giggle. So, even he knows. A Swiatek double break, 4-1. Even he knows... Well, he already knew. He made up the name. It's his name. Where's that shirt? Where's that shirt? I'll find it. I'll find it. I have it somewhere. I know I put it away somewhere with some of the other stuff, so I'll find it. I'll find it. But that's the shirt. You know the shirt. I'll get that shirt framed. I'll put it in one of these frames. So that way it's... we know. But they can't say that on TV because if they say, if they don't say Special K and they say the real name, people get pissed. So they have to say Special K because that's the friendly name. That's not the real name though. We all know the real name. All right, 4-1. As with a backhand by wide by Swiatek, love 15. Love 15. All right, serve again. As with a backhand return into the backhand of Swiatek. Backhand out from Lamens. Swiatek forehand. Again to the forehand of Lamens. Swiatek with the forehand down the line. Goes in. Swiatek thought it was out. She kind of walked away. She comes down with the volley. Swiatek. Lamens with the pass. And Swiatek volleys a winner. Swiatek thought she lost the point, walks away, and wins the point anyway. Or did she hit it out? Did that go out? Did I get that wrong? She got... Oh, no, it was in. 15-all. Gauff's already up 3-love, by the way. Special K is a cereal. Yeah. Special K is just too... It's not the name. We know the name. Special K is the name they use. The family-friendly name. All right. 15-all. (30-15), sorry. Swiatek serves again. 30-15. As the slice return goes into the forehand of Swiatek. Swiatek puts it away. 40-15. Mikkelsen and Tien are friends, so always tricky to match up. Yeah. All right, 40-15. Swiatek to go to 5-1. And great serve. All right, Swiatek takes the lead. 5-1 in the second. And she is dominating today. This is the Swiatek that we thought we'd see. This is the Swiatek we expected to see today. This is more like it. All right, 5-1. All right, forehand rally. And Swiatek goes again, the forehand of Lamens. Into the forehand, Swiatek on the stretch. Lamens down the line in the net. Love 15. Gauff is absolutely wrecking Sakari right now. Yeah. Yes, she is. She's better got a double break. We might not even get to the Gauff match in time. Love 15. As with a backhand from Lamens down the line. Swiatek puts up a lob. Lamens with the smash. Swiatek gets it back. With the forehand down the line. Lamens in trouble now. Swiatek on the attack. Overhits the forehand. It's 15-all. Hey, Coco's up 4-love. Serve again. As Lamens serves in the back and Swiatek return the forehand of Lamens. And Swiatek forehand in the net. 30-15. As the return goes in the backhand of Lamens, backhand of Swiatek. Into the backhand of Lamens, as Swiatek backhand again. Lamens into the forehand of Swiatek, as Lamens with the forehand cross-court again. Swiatek gets it, but overhits it, and it's 40-15. Yeah, Coco on a mission, yeah. We might not even get to Coco's match. I know this is the second time where I said we're going to watch Coco, because I got the times wrong. We might watch Medvedev Tiafoe instead. Because that match hasn't started, at least. That's coming on after Pegula, right? I'm pretty sure. Do you still have merch in the store? Yeah, you can go check it out. We have the store. All right. Winner from Lamens. She holds. 5-2. Swiatek's going to serve for the match. Yeah, tennistalk.shop. If you want to get some merch. All right, cool, thanks. I don't think we'll watch United Cup tomorrow. Mertens, Krejcikova. I think there's probably more important matches in Brisbane to watch, I think, but Do you sell player cards? Not currently. All right, 40-15 for Coco at 4 love. You need more stuff? What do you need? Like what? What else is there? I mean, there's everything you need. My personal favorite is the hat. Here we go. Shield the merch. 5 love. They're actually really comfy, these hats. And I'm not just saying it. It is very comfortable. Different shirts? Maybe. Oh, so Friday night is the... Yeah, so that's good. So Poland, Australia, Friday night. Thanks, Gene. All right, 5-2 Swiatek serving for the match. I think we're going to have like a variation. I think there's a variation of this one where it's like a black, and yellow instead of it being white. I think there's a navy variation as well. You can check it out. Also the mugs. It all supports the channel at the end of the day. So if you want to support the channel, that's a way to support the channel. Also, you get something for it. 15 love. As we just serve again. Maybe I should have worn this when I was on TV. I should have worn this hat when I was on when they asked me to talk about the US Open last year. Damn it. Do I look like I'm trying to... do I look like like I'm selling stuff? I don't know. Is it a little too much, the hat? For TV, would it be a little too much? 15 love. As Swiatek serves. Into the backhand of Lamens. Backhand of Swiatek. Downline winner. 30 love. $30 love. $30 love. As a return. Goes into the backhand of Swiatek. She hits a winner. 40 love. Swiatek to take the win. And then we'll watch, we'll jump over and watch a little bit of Coco's match. Actually, maybe. I don't know. Do we watch Coco's match? She seems to be winning pretty easily. Or do we watch Medvedev? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves. All right, Swiatek with the fault, second serve. Second serve, Lamens hits it out in the return. And Swiatek gets that confidence back. Solid win, never looked in doubt. And she is through. Or at least she is out of this match. They're already through to the semis no matter what. Medvedev, by the way, does start in about 25 minutes. Do we do a poll? I don't know. Because, I mean, Gauff's winning easily. That's the thing. Oh, the store's in maintenance? All right, I have to fix that. Anyways, they're playing after Pegula, so we do have some time. Tien got fried by Mikkelsen. And Mikkelsen's a good player. Medvedev, let's watch Medvedev. All right, this is what we're going to do. Here's the plan. This is the plan. We're going to watch Sakkari versus Gauff. And if Gauff keeps winning the second set as easily as the first, we'll move over to Medvedev. Or Tsitsipas versus Fritz. God, the options. There's so many options. Sakkari on the board, by the way, 5-1. All right, so we'll watch the second part of. This is what we'll do. Okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. Right, we're not doing double headers. Here's the plan. If Gauff Sakkari, we're gonna watch it. If that starts to kick off, we'll stay with it, and then we'll watch Tsitsipas Fritz. But if the Gauff Sakkari match is a flop, we'll move to Medvedev, and we'll watch Medvedev from the start. That's the plan. That's what we're doing. All right? That's the plan. So if Sakkari Gauff is going the same way as it is now, we will watch Medvedev. But if this match starts going to 3 sets, then we miss the start of Medvedev, we'll ditch Medvedev and we'll watch Fritz. That's the plan. That's a good plan. I like that plan. Personally, I like that plan. Anyways, jump on over. We're finally going to watch Sakkari versus Gauff. And I feel like this match is very. We need to watch this match too, because Sakkari's been playing well. Gauff didn't play great yesterday, so it's a lot. There's a lot on the line. Pegula's also losing, so that's crazy. But Swiatek wins. Confidence back. 6-3, 6-2. She is back, and she is playing well. And she's going to play against Maya Joint on Friday night in Australia. It's going to be brutal for Australia, I think. Poland, Australia, quarterfinal.